Well, I've tried many of these techniques in my several years of spiritual practice and meditative practice, and I believe that information given by teachers, intuitives, healers, down to psychotherapists is truly well-meaning. And for many people, those techniques and visualizations truly help to open up their own intuitive, their own creative, mental and intellectual abilities and their faculties of mind. But if you belong to those who feel often very disillusioned, and if you feel that there must be something deeper and something that contains greater integrity, well, my take on things is that what you actually do when you engage a certain practice to manifest something, to create a certain reality, is that, well, the problem, quite frankly, lies is that you are already a creative being, in all the sense of it. We are all perfectly, and you are perfectly creative. So sometimes those techniques help your mind unlock potential, helps your mind unclog, so to speak, and flow better. And at other times, what you're actually doing, or maybe doing subconsciously to your being, is actually sending the message that if I do this and if I do that, I will be better at this. And what you actually do is you dissociate, you disconnect a bit from the felt sense of being creative, because you are already creative. When you employ techniques and visualizations, it's a double-edged sword. And that really is something very personal and it really depends on each person. So if that speaks to you, you probably belong to those of us who like to simply create. And what you actually have to do is to really hold a certain container. Don't intellectualize a creative process. You have to follow your truth and be creative, show up. And showing up is really, really big because you are already creative. If you do all these visualizations, meditations, or trying to find luck where there is no luck, you are actually sending up the message to your subconscious and your mind that maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I'm not one. Maybe I need to do this and then I can have that. Instead of actually showing up for you and create and make a decision and put out an intention. And what will really empower you is, anything that brings you to a greater felt sense, a greater feeling of wholeness, a greater feeling of, that's it. If you, sometimes many of you, and I speak from my experience, may even be feeling that indeed I was able to bring forth realities and flow with greater realities when I was younger, before I encountered the New Age. Now, if that is true for you, that's because you put in a lot of stuff to your mind